and welcome to Brazos Fiberworks. I am Jennifer. I am the owner and dyer behind Brazos Fiberworks, and today we're going to go over the 10 patterns that I am going to be casting on what's left of this summer and fall and winter. So I just finished my rose cardigan recently, if you have been watching, and I have enjoyed that so much. I am so excited about the finished product, to wear all of that I can't wait to cast on and complete more apparel. So today, like I said, I'm going to show you my 10 patterns that I am going to be casting on throughout the next 9 months. So some of these I have already purchased, some of these I am planning on purchasing, so I will go over all of that. So in no particular order that I'm going to cast on, or what I'm going to start first or last or next or whatever. I'm just going to go through the 10 patterns that I am going to cast on this year. So number 1 is the Traveler. The Traveler has been around for a little while. It's by Andrea Mowry of Andrea, and it is a knitting pattern. I love this. I first saw when Nitty Natty knit up hers a few years ago, and could have been a couple years ago, but I absolutely love this. I loved the kind of ribbed that it shows in the pattern. I love the hoodie. I know there is, I think she came out with a different version that doesn't have the hoodie and maybe short sleeve, but I do love this pattern, and I know it is something that I will wear. So the pattern calls for a sport weight yarn using needle sizes from 3 to 5. Yardage is anywhere from 1180 to 3165. So it was designed to be a textured sweater with a hood. So it's a nice bottom up working in the round hoodie. It is a cropped hoodie, which I am not going to make the cropped version only because I don't like the way it sits on my body. So I will be making mine a little longer. That is at least what I am planning on doing so far. It's a textured sweater. The yarn that she did use for this was a Rambouillet, and I'm not sure if that's the yarn that I am going to use. I haven't decided any of the yarns for almost all these projects, but I do know that it is something that I am going to enjoy wearing. It's super cute, and the hood just ties it all together. This pattern is on, all these patterns are on Ravelry. This pattern is $9 US. Number 2 is the Harlow Sweater V-neck by Caidree. I think I'm going to show you guys at least like 3 or 4 patterns from Caidree. I absolutely love the look of these patterns. So for the Harlow sweater, she uses a worsted weight yarn. She used a sport plus a lace, which equaled to a worsted. It's using a size 7 needle. The sizes range from extra small all the way up to 5XL. So a really good size range. It's approximately 1,050 to 1,950 yards. It's a V-necked, oversized, dropped shoulder style pullover. It is constructed from the top down, and it is worked flat and in the round. It has a back shoulder detail. It has slits on the lower part of the side with a classic 2x2 V-neck ribbing. So beautiful. It looks like it's a store-bought sweater. I absolutely love it. I think I will love wearing it to work, just even on the weekends. Definitely looks very cozy for winter. On Ravelry, it is $6.50 US. Number 3 is a long summer cardigan by Locatelli, and so I saw Nitty Natties, and like it's so beautiful. Definitely would look cute with jeans. That's why she has the photos pictured in Ravelry, but I know I've seen Nitty Natty wear hers too. So cute. It is so long, so I do worry about the mindless knitting and back and forth, but I really feel like it's the yarn choice, the pattern, how you want it to look, how it comes out, that will probably be the determination whether to keep going or not. but it is definitely cute. I really think I would get a lot of wear out of this. It is a knitting pattern. So far, all of these have been knitting patterns. It is using a size 2 and 3 needle. It's using a fingering weight, and it's approximately using 1,700 to 3,200 yards, depending on what size. The sizes range from extra small to 5XL as well. She says it is an enjoyable pattern to knit up. She said it's very relaxing, so I am looking forward to that. She did make it for the summer months with the fingering weight yarn because it is breezy where she's from, and I feel like it's an all year round apparel. So something I am definitely considering casting on. Not sure if it will be, I want to say it would probably be more towards the fall when I do this, but you never know. It is $9 US on Ravelry. All right, number 4 is the Chalcot cardigan by Cheryl Mokhtari. I hope I'm saying that right. If I am not, I am so sorry. But I love the look of this cardigan. It looks like it's chunky. It looks like it would be a quick knit. It is around $9.72 on Ravelry. It's a knitting pattern. It's using a DK plus a lace weight, so around a worsted weight. It uses size needles 8 to 7. It is approximately 1,083 to 1,684 yards. It says sizes available from 1 to 11, so it is a little bit, so it doesn't exactly say it's extra small to, however, it just says size 1 to 11. It is worked in pieces, so the back is worked first. You are going to pick up stitches along the back for the yoke to form the front shaping and neck. The front is then joined, and then you're going to knit it back and forth. All of the edges are worked in a half twisted rib, and then it is using an Italian bind off, but it does look super cute. I absolutely love it. I'm hoping it's a pretty simple knit, and it doesn't look like it would take too long, being that it is a worsted weight yarn. All right, the 5th one is the Field Day cardigan by Ozetta, and it is a knitting pattern. It is using US size 7 needles. The sizes range from extra small to 5XL, so all these have a really good wide range. I actually ran into a lady back in February. She was at the Fiber Lady shop, and she was in there. She was actually wearing one, plus she was knitting on one for her daughter. And I believe, so it is a DK weight yarn. I believe she had used a blend with bamboo in hers. And so she said like she could wear it all year round. The one I think she was doing for her daughter, I think was a wool and bamboo blend. But she said it knitted up really fast. She absolutely loved it. It was really easy to knit. It is another pattern that goes from extra small to 5XL. It's using a size 7 needle. It's approximately 886 to 2,231 yards. It is worked from the top down and is closed in the front with buttons. So it features the back shaping, the drop shoulders, a relaxed fit. The sleeves are designed to be loose and tapered. I love it. It's super cute. I don't know if I would put the buttons and the buttonholes on or if I would just leave it for open. I don't know. I think when I get to that point, I will decide. But so cute. And it is $8 US on Ravelry. All right, so you probably heard me talk about this one before, but number 6 is the Suri shirt by Caidree. I absolutely love this. It looks like such a fun, lightweight. It looks like it would be a quick knit. So it is a knitting pattern. It's using a fingering weight. I believe this one she did in a silk blend, and I'm so excited to put that blend in a garment. So I'm really looking forward to casting this one on. It is using a size US 2.5 needle. It is approximately the yardage 820 to 1,640 depending on the size. The sizes range from extra small all the way up to 5XL. It is $6.50 US on Ravelry. So this one is an oversized boat neck drop shoulder style with a short sleeve. It's worked from the top down and worked in flat and in the round. It has a 2x2 ribbing along all the edges. It has two different styles in the pattern. You can either make it long original or you can make it cropped. But I think it would be the perfect to wear during this hot summer, and it would be a quick knit. So this I am really gearing towards being one of my next cast-ons. All right, number 7 is another pattern by Caidree. It is the home cardigan. And you guys, like, this is just, I think I'm in the cardigan era for me. Because one, I can wear them to work. It's always nice and cold where I work. And it just, like, they feel comfortable, and I just need more of them. So this pattern they use with a lace and aran, so it is a bulky weight yarn. I already have the yarn that I am going to use for this pattern, so I really think this is going to be my next cast on. I do want to do the Suri by Caidree, so I might do those at the same time. I don't know, but I definitely think this one, being a bulky weight, is going to knit up super fast. It's using needle sizes US 8 to 10.5. It is sizes extra small all the way up to 5XL. It's a drop shoulder V-neck with buttons. It is designed to hit right above your hips, so it is a croppier cardigan. I'm not sure if I would go that way or if I would go longer. I would just have to see once I start knitting it. It is also worked flat and in the round and has a classic rib with positive ease built into the pattern. It is $6.50 US on Ravelry, and you guys, I cannot wait to cast this on. All right, number 8 is going to be our last one by Caidree, I promise. It is the Remi Camisole by Caidree, and this is definitely one that would be great to wear for the summer. Also, I really think it would be super cute to wear underneath a cardigan. It looks very elegant and classic at the same time. It is a knitting pattern. It is using DK weight yarn. It uses size US 2.5 and size 5 needles, approximately 360 to 1200 yards in that DK weight. It does say sizes 1 to 10, so I would imagine it's going to be somewhere in the same size range. It's a minimalist deep V-neck camisole. It is slightly cropped. She did it in a cashmere yarn. She says it's extremely comfortable, or even maybe in something with a bamboo blend, I feel like would still be really soft. So it looks super cute. In these pictures she has, it looks so comfy. So I think it would be great to knit up to wear during the summer. It is $6.50 US on Ravelry. All right, one that's new to the summer that just came out by Andrea Mowry is the Antipods. And this looks like a more difficult knit. But it looks super cute. I love the spin cycle yarn she's used in hers. I'm not sure what color I would do, but something definitely fall. But this is a knitting pattern. It is using fingering weight yarn, uses size US 2 and US 4 needles. The yardage is approximately 1172 to 2615. It sizes 1 to 11, so again, pretty big size range. It is $9 US on Ravelry. I feel like this is going to be one of the sweaters for Rhinebeck this year that everybody wants to knit up. So she says it has a very interesting saddle shoulder construction, stripes, stranded color work, and faux seams. The sweater is worked top down seamlessly. It begins with the saddle shoulder, then pick up stitches from the back to the front separately. Once the yoke is completed, it's joined and work the body in the round. I definitely love that saddle shoulder look. I love just the different elements in the sweater. I think it would be super cute. So definitely something I am probably going to cast on this fall. All right, last but not least, number 10 is the step-by-step sweater by Florence Miller. So the one thing that drew me to this is her pictures look like she used her hand-dyed she used hand-dyed yarn. And I've been waiting for a sweater to knit up with my hand-dyed yarn. So this one I think is going to be perfect for that. Now I haven't decided whether I want to use my hand-dyed yarn that I already have that would have to be different colors, or do I want to buy some braids, spin them all up, and make a sweater? And that is probably what I am going to do. So it is knitting. It is using an Aran weight yarn, so it is definitely going to be something thicker than I usually spin up. It's using a size US 7 and US 9 needle. It's approximately 738 to 1722 yards. The sizes say from A to G, so I haven't broke down into the pattern yet and figured out what those size ranges are, but it is a simple raglan sweater. She says there's no complicated techniques. It's perfect project for a first time beginning knitter. You have two options of a neckline, and she also does provide a video demonstrating all the tricky steps in the knitting process. So that is great, especially for a beginner, to be able to see those techniques and be able to make the sweater. But this one, it just looks like the perfect basic sweater. And I love the yarn that she chose for this, because it really does look like that hand spun yarn. And best of all, this pattern is free on Ravelry. So that's it, you guys. Those are the top 10 apparel patterns that I plan to try to cast on between now and maybe March. And you guys, I am just wanting to get on this apparel bandwagon. I want to start knitting all of these things. I want to be able to start wearing them, putting them into my wardrobe. So I'm so excited. And if you guys would like to see the journey of these being cast on and made, I do post a regular episode on YouTube every week. So please like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys enjoyed this and all the patterns I showed you today, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's patterns that I have shared with you. Maybe you found something that you want to cast on too. Hope to see you guys next week for a regular episode. Have a great week. Bye!